Here, let me just check this. Yep. Oh, hello. Welcome, everybody. Stream. Yes, stream. Kerbal Space Program, no less. So, I'm just gonna give the stream absolutely no time to get started. So anyway, what we're doing is obviously we're streaming Kerbal Space Program. If you bothered to check the title, then you will know that we are doing KSP SSS Science Stream Series. Basically, that means that we are going to be playing Kerbal on science. That is essentially what that means. I'm changing the thumbnail because I realized I didn't change it. It is now a nuclear explosion as seen from a tree. So yeah, that's what it's going to be about. We're going to be playing science mode. And the objective, bare minimum, for this stream is to go from 0 to orbit. Now, the difference between science, career, and sandbox. Okay, so science mode. Well, okay, let's just go with sandbox. Sandbox is basically Kerbal Space Program. You get access to all the parts. You can build them and then launch them and do whatever you want. Science is where you have to go to certain places, perform scientific experiments on them using parts to get science, which you can spend to unlock a tech tree that gets you more parts. Because in sandbox mode, you have access to all the parts at the beginning. In science, you get access to very limited amounts, and as time goes on, you get access to more. But you can still build them and fly around. Career is science mode, where you have the science to spend, but you also have funds. But we're not doing career. I tried doing a career. For some reason, the save file got corrupted because of the update, and I did a whole... I actually made a premiere where I saved Bob from the surface of the moon because I was stupid and landed them there with not enough fuel to go back home. I saved him, and then I thought I saved the game and exited, but then I ended up not saving, so I don't know if that's corrupted. It was corrupted, actually, because I couldn't do anything until I did a certain thing to fix the bug. It was... I don't want to talk about it. It was just too much for my brain to handle. Anyway. We're going to do the SSS, alright? And we're going to start that. This is what we're going to be doing. This gives me motivation. Thanks, I got it. This gives me motivation. Look at that. Everything is already upgraded. In fact, there is a... Easter egg over there that's just out of shot. Or is it? Nope, we can see it. Okay, well that's a monolith. It's basically squad. Whatever. All right. Here we are going over here to do research and development. We have no science. Okay, so here we are in the thing. We have access to almost nothing. Except we have access to only these things. This is all we have. This is literally all we have. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get started on the tech tree right away. Alright, and we don't have to worry about funds. So we can make rockets as large and as crazy as we want. Because this building is already fully upgraded. We have no mass limit and no part limit like we do in career, and you have to get that limit to go up by spending money to upgrade the building you're in. We have that maxed already, which is a breath of fresh air because I've only been playing career and sandbox, so it's really interesting to play science. Anyway, all these guys are already max level, so that's fun. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna launch the spacecraft. Alright? So what we're gonna do. Gonna make sure the staging is okay. It's okay. Oh, whoa, first, that was actually a momentous occasion. First launch, should have probably, done something to commemorate that. Oh, whoops, wrong button. gonna go down. And, okay. Oh, shit. Alright, gonna revert, back a little bit. You know, oh, wait a minute, we need to do science. I forgot we need to do science. It's not just about getting money. Okay, we're gonna turn down our fuel. And then we're actually gonna put a scientist on the front line. Alright, that's how we're gonna. Hello! I'm streaming, so shh. Okay. Observe Mr. U. Contain the science. Report. Apparently we're on the shores. Whoa. What time? What the? Oh my god. It's... The sun is still high in the sky.
You can't be staying up until 3
I'm not gonna...
Swallow it.
Yes, yes, I did. Oh my god, my mom's flicking me. I don't know why she's like this. Why is this the case? Observe mystery goo. Alright. Keep experiments. Crew report. EVA report. Collect data. Store. Board. SAS. Launch. So mystery goo. Keep experiments. Parachute. So mystery goo. Keep experiments. Crew reports. Override crew reports. Keep experiments. EVA. EVA report. Board craft. Lowering. Descending. And recover vessel. That's how you do science. That is how you do science. With only 2 mystery goo containers. And how much science do we get, my friend? 28. It's quite a bit. We're going to research these 2 first, obviously. And then we're going to want to go for survivability, because we get new science. We already got a science there, which is the atmospheric. What is there? Okay, we got that. And what else we got? Nothing else. Where's the new science? Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay, whatever. We have a thermometer and a atmospheric barometer. That is what we have. And now we're going to perform lots of science to get lots of things. Alright, science. Here we go, here we go. that there. We're gonna do that there. Essentially what the thing is gonna be. That is our science. Actually, you know what? It would be better if we just have a heat shield now. That's good. Hold on. Go by 2. Gonna put on these bad boys. And now we can do something called staging. You can hear me, right? My OBS is picking up my voice. Okay, good. Staging is where you take your a coupling decoupler. I'm just giving an example here. Alright, so then we're gonna add the swivel engine. We're gonna add that, and then we're gonna add that. That is our science, ladies and gentlemen. This is our science. And this will make it much easier for us to land. Okay. So this is what staging is, right? You take this. Gotta wait for the music to calm down. Okay, so initially we have this. This is the first thing that ignites, nothing else. Obviously. Lifts us up. This, when I press the space bar, this will activate because third stage is activated. Then when I press the space bar after that, second stage is activated, which all the functions in the second stage will happen. And the second stage includes this item activating and this item activating. The decoupler will cause this to separate. Everything here will be ejected off, and at the same time that happens, this engine will activate. And all this fuel here is not spent because, first of all, it's a different kind of fuel. That uses solid, this uses a mixture between oxidizer and liquid. Essentially, you can't use liquid fuel and oxidizer on a solid booster because it doesn't know how to feed it and use it. But over here, this is how secondly, they're in different stages, so the game's like, oh, you're obviously going to want to use them for different things. I'm not going to spend all this fuel on this. Even if the fuel could be fed to the different engine, which it can't. Even if it could, it wouldn't happen, because the game is smart. And even if the game did do that, I could right-click and, oh, it's not even enabling crossfeed, right? That's the default. Disable crossfeed. Because it's a booster stage. The game knows that. Anyway, third stage is where everything here down comes off and the heat shield is exposed. If we breach the atmosphere, the heat shield will shield us from re-entry heat, obviously. Because if this wasn't there, then this whole thing would be heated up so much it would explode. Also, we have all the science we're going to do there, and the fourth stage, technically first, is going to be where these activate. They're drogue chutes. They can be activated at a higher altitude and while we're going faster, but they don't slow us down that much. They're basically step 1. Step 2, stage 0, final stage, is the main chute, which can't be activated at a high altitude, not as high as the drogues, and it can't, it can't be activated when we're going so fast and as high as the drogue chutes, but it is the main chute that slows us down. And with it, we will land safely. That is our staging. That is how staging is supposed to go. It is how it will go. This is our science vessel. Launch the goddamn ship. Yeah. Launch it! Launch it and have it explode. Please. Please have it blow up. I want it to blow boom boom. For fuck. Okay, I forgot that I messed with the staging by taking off parts and putting them back on, so that's fun. Gonna want that to go down there. What the hell is this? Is this what I think it is? Okay, whatever. Here we go. Set. Pressure data, keep experiment. Log pressure data. Keep experiment. Report. Reset experiment. Second stage activated. Throttle down. Has crew report changed? No, it has not. Begin tilts. Another mystery goo. We're in high atmosphere. We're not in high atmosphere. Another mystery goo. Yes. Log pressure data. Overwrite? No. Crew report. Keep experiment. EVA. EVA report. Keep experiment. What's that mystery goo? Keep experiment. Collect data. Remove data. Collect data. Remove data. Take data. And take the data. Restore. Restore. Boardcraft. Whatever. We have very valuable science here. Hello, mother. I like pressure data. Keep experiments. Keep experiments. Said mystery goo. Keep experiments. I keep experiments. Crew reports. Keep experiments. EVA. I don't know if we already took an EVA, but here we are. EVA report. Keep experiment. And board. And now let's review data. 8, 7.2, 9, 8.4, 5.6. And then crew reports 5.0. Awesome. Turn on SAS, turn retrograde compared to the surface, and never mind. Right. Okay, apparently we managed to go very high. Don't know how that happened, but it happened. Nonetheless. Okay, so the atmosphere begins at 70,000 meters. Just so you know permanently. Why does the ocean look like that? You know what? I don't know. Does that... What the okay, whatever. It's interesting. And now we have actually indeed escaped the atmosphere. Did not know we would be able to do that. But we did it. And this is why we have the heat shield. Point ourselves retrograde compared to the surface. We will eventually see the heat shield activate. Will technically just shield us from the heat. Yeah, see, there's the heat flares. And we're going at 10,000 meters a second, and we're only 22,000 meters away from the surface. Fortunately, The atmosphere slows us down quite a bit, to the point where eventually we can't activate our drogue chutes. See how slow we're going? Now we're going to want to wait to activate our drogues, because we're risky bitches. Right, we're going to wait. I don't know why that is there, but it's pretty clear that that is the surface of the ocean. Technically, this is a bay, I think. Whatever. 5,000 meters. 4,000 meters. I always activate them in 3,000 because I don't want to wait too long. I cheat death because I'm bored. You see how slow down we are? See how slow we're on now? See, so, oh my god, my English is terrible. Do you see how slow we are now? Oh, you do? Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna activate the main. Oh my god. All right. And here we're at the surface. Isn't that something? And recover vessel. Gain all that juicy science. Victory is ours. 86. Wow, that's quite a bit of science. Okay. Gonna get that one. That gives us a fuck ton of science. Alright, but we're not gonna spend architecture on that area just yet. We're gonna want to get aerodynamics, or not aerodynamics, stability. General rocketry gives us some interesting things. And we basically spent everything we can. But now we have something much more valuable. Well, two things much more valuable. Wait. Okay, three things much more valuable. We have ourselves the ability to get fuck tons of science. Almost infinitely. Well, not almost infinitely. It's actually pretty standard, but it's pretty good. Service Bay is very nice. Many people love Service Bay. Not many people know why. Those people are idiots. What Service Bay gives us is shielding from re-entry heating, because you saw those things were on the outside of the spacecraft. We actually weren't that hot when we were entering the atmosphere, believe it or not. We were going pretty cool. We can't go faster, it turns out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get 2 of these because I feel like that would be much better science. Anyway, we have that. I'm gonna put that back on there. All right. Now here's the plan. That is the plan. That is basically what we have here. We have the... Okay, so what this is it is a storage unit for our experiments. We can do all the science we want, and then put it in here, and then we can do the science again. And on top of that, we have 2 atmospheric barometers and 2 thermometers and 2 mystery goos. So basically, that is quadrupling the amount of science we can do if we're smart about it. And on top of all of that, we're going to have a Science Junior. What a Science Junior is basically our Lord and Savior. Science Junior gives us so much fucking science, and obviously comes with the cost of being a huge thing. Like, look at the size of this thing. But that's all right. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that very easily, actually. Live with it very easily. But now that that is all out of the way, it's time for us to play with our goodies. we have a lot of science. We're not, well, yeah. We got ourselves a lot of technology. So we're gonna spend some time making a new, better rocket. So we're gonna add that back. We now have 133% more fuel on our upper stage than we did last time. Upper stage referring to the last stage that contains fuel. So this is our upper stage for propulsion. This is our real last stage up here, all that stuff. That's our last stage. Upper stage is the parachute, but that is an upper stage, and it is the last stage we will have propulsion with, right? So basically, that's what I meant. We're gonna have that, and then we're going to have not that, because I'm actually concerned as to how that will affect my craft. So you know what? We're just gonna have a lot of that. Gonna have another swivel? Yeah, another swivel engine. But at the same time, we're going to have ourselves a thumper booster. A thumper is what we call a side. Well, this is a booster. It uses solid fuel. It's the same as those the fleas and the hammers, but it has a very long burn time, and it can get us up there very, very high. So essentially, the thumper is the last thing we need to get to orbit. We're actually going really well on time. Like, I don't know how long the stream is. I might need to set a new objective. Yeah, this stream is only like half an hour, not even half an hour long yet. And we're already getting ready to breach the atmosphere. Well, how do you do? How did do the fucking shit? And just to be safe, I'm gonna add some aerodynamic control to those. And there we go. Wow, that's all our science. Pretty nifty if you ask me. Alright, we're gonna go through the staging. So these are what we call side boosters. And what these do is they boost us, but from the side. So they'll continue to lift us up. And then when we don't need them anymore, these are still decouplers. These things that are holding it. We could attach these to the side of the thing like this. Like, we could do that just fine. But they won't detach. We'll have to lug around their weight even after they're spent, which means they don't have any more fuel. So even after these are spent boosters, if we didn't have these decouplers, we'd have to lug them up with us into space. But with these decouplers, we can yeet them out into the burning atmosphere, and then we could be like, oh, hey, we don't have this anymore. We weigh less. We're gonna need less fuel to push us farther. Because the less mass you have and the more propulsion you have, the farther you'll go, and that's what we call delta V. Now there's this number at the bottom of the screen, and I'm very happy to see it's this high. What this number means, basically, how far we can go. It runs a calculation because of orbital physics or whatever the fuck, and essentially it's like, okay, if you have this number, then that means that you can go this far and do this stuff. And you need to be going at, I think, over 21,000 kilometers, no, 21,000 meters a second at minimum in order to orbit Kerbin, which is the planet that we live on. Well, the Kerbins live on. We live on Earth. These Kerbins live on Kerbin, which is actually a smaller planet. It has less mass than Earth. This is basically like a toy version of our solar system. I think Kerbin is actually about the same size as the moon, and there's actually a moon in the Joule system, which is another planet, that is the same size of Kerbin, except it doesn't have an atmosphere. So if you ever want to land on the moon, just go to Tylo, the moon of Joule, and that is a this is really small. This is a really small thing. It's insane. Wow. Anyway. So yeah, anyway, these will be spent, and then we can activate our main stage, and then detach it and activate our upper stage. And then once we're in orbit, we can perform science. Essentially. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and launch this bad boy, and I forgot to add the struts. You'll see why we need struts in a moment, because without them, our whole yeah. Yeah, these side boosters have a lot of thrust. So they're actually tilting their tips. These are closer to the middle than these. Whatever, it's fine. I don't have any control. Spin your stage, you fucks. This is so bad. This is bad. Oh boy. We're tilting the wrong way, by the way. We need to be tilted that way. Oh shit. There you go. That's fine. That wasn't us. And tilt. Tilt very fast. Very, very fast. Come on, come on, come on, you fuck. Okay, so we have a height of 87,000 meters. Let's bump that up, please, to, say 120, I guess. Whatever. We don't actually want it to be that high because I don't think we have enough delta V to orbit now. Yeah! Anyway, we're gonna not do the material study just yet. We're going to do that in space, which is above 70,000 meters, which we are at right now. Oh, look at that. 25 science. Keep experiments. Open this. Collect experiments. EVA. We can't. That's fine. Shit. I'm just gonna close the doors and pretend like nothing's wrong. Okay. This right here is the nav ball, in case you can't tell. Very useful to have. We spent our stage. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, that's fine. That's fair. This might be enough to get us into orbit, but I don't know by how much. Okay, it's not enough to get us into orbit. Which, you know, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, you know what? It's alright. Okay, so we're gonna keep all these experiments and a tab over here so that we can run them while we're re-entering the atmosphere. And that will be a fuck ton of science indeed. Because right now, if we try to run any of these, they won't give any science. Because we've already been to space. Alright, we've already been to space. Space isn't that interesting. Alright, we've already been there before. It's old news, okay? And I think we're going to have to do all the science at night. Because our path is taking us... Yeah, I actually think we're gonna have to do a ground landing, which isn't fun. But it's okay. You do what you do. Yeah, see, here we go at the night side of the planet. Oh boy. Okay, log pressure. Currents of our atmosphere. Keep experiments. Keep experiments. 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 Set experiments. Open. Keep that. Close. Container collect all. Already stored in this module. Okay, so we can only keep 2 of each kind. And this is what I meant. This is where it gets a bit hotter. This is still not the hottest the heat shield can take. I'm always nervous about the heat shield when I re-enter the atmosphere, but it can take much hotter. So I know I'm fine. Anyway, logged pressure data overwrites. We're having re-entry. Crew reports. Experiments. I don't want to do an EVA reports. But anyway, yeah, this is the part. It's glowing hot. It's and with the albedo, I think, is how much heat it can take. It goes down the longer it's exposed to heat. Oh, also, this is what the astronaut sees. I mean, it's kind of buggy, you know, but it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. This is actually what astronauts go through in re-entry, I think. I think we're over water. I don't know. It looks like we might be over water, which I hope. Yeah, I think we're over water. I don't know if we're going towards water, though. Which is always terrifying. You know, as you do. Like, you can see land over there. Just a faint outline. Oh, we're not over water. We're, okay. We've actually landed close to shore. I'm gonna activate at 3,000. Almost couldn't activate the drogues there for a second. Anyway, log pressure data? Nope. We gotta be on the surface in order to get, biome data. Actually, we're somewhere really interesting. What is this, like a marsh? Yeah, I think this is a marsh, because, like, look at that. Look at that shoreline. Look at this shoreline. This is definitely a marsh. Also, it's really small. Oh, wait, no, this is a delta, right? Isn't this a delta, and that's a river? We actually landed somewhere pretty cool. I think we can do a lot of interesting science here. Anyway, still no useful information. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of science after this. And we still can't reach orbit yet, but we're almost there. And there we are. Now, log pressure data. Okay, no, we're in the grasslands. Whatever. Keep experiments. 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 Collect all. Crew reports. Because I think we were at a beach last time. Anyway, recovery vessel. With all its juicy science. Yeah, 62 science. Not as much as we got last time, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we can't get technology that advanced yet. We're gonna need to up our rocketry game. So flight control would be nice to have. However, advanced rocketry gives us interesting fuel tanks, engines, fire. Oh yeah, update. Okay, I was confused why fireworks were in the game. Then I remembered. Oh yeah, I fucking idiot. Anyway, yeah, that's what that got us. So let's spend that on some interesting rockets. This rocket sucked. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, complete transparency even. This rocket, it honestly sucked ass. We're gonna need a better rocket, and I know how to get that better rocket. Better fuel. Wow, look at that. Look at, whoa, 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 wow, wow, wow. Oh, look at that color variation, bro. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Aw. Aw, ain't that something? Ain't that, oh, wow, that's, oof, whoa. That's quality shit right there. Uh-huh. We can only do one Science Junior per thing, which, you know, alright then. Gonna put that there. And that is our rocket. We got a small boost in Delta V, I think. And we're gonna keep an eye on the map screen this time. Because I had no idea what our flight path looked like because I was focused on science like an idiot. Well, obviously at this point I don't need to keep an eye on our flight path because it doesn't look like shit. We're not... Okay, well it looks like something, but that something sucks. Oh hey, we're tilting the right way this time. Alright. That was almost really bad. Almost. Keyword. Anyway, now's the time where we keep an eye on the... Okay, so 70,000 is where it goes to shit. So we need to tilt ourselves a bit now. Get ourselves going real fast. Completely exhaust our lower stage, and that is tight. We're in the upper atmosphere now, so conduct material-based study. It's a lot of science. Closed doors. And there we go. And we're gonna keep that, collect experiments, and then we're gonna close that after we bookmark everything over here. Keep that. Keep that. Barometer and then thermometer. This is science mode, right? This is what we have to do to survive, idiots. This is what has to be done. Anyway, we're in space again. Gonna fast forward a little bit. have enough to get into orbit now. Wait for it. Yep, alright, we're at orbit. Okay, so basically, new study. Alright. What this AP means, it's apoapsis. I'm pretty sure in real life it's called apogee or aphelion or some shit. The AP is essentially your highest point above sea level of whatever object you're orbiting. And PE, or periapsis, perihelion, perigee, whatever the fuck it is your lowest point. If both your periapsis or apoapsis, basically if both of these things are A, above the highest altitude of whatever object you're orbiting. So, for example, if it's above the highest peak, say these mountains, if it's above those mountains, even though it doesn't cross over those, if we were to... Essentially, it would be like we would never hit the surface going at orbital speed, which is thousands of kilometers a second. So, if you were to say hit a mountain in your strong house at thousands of kilometers a second, or say your car were to smash into the side of a cliff at 2,200 meters a second, not kilometers a second, meters a second. Fuck. Then you would be very much dead. But since you're not gonna hit that cliff and you're gonna shoot over the cliff, then you got nothing to worry about. All right, you're perfectly fine, which is a good thing. Second, perigee. If your periapsis, and therefore your apoapsis, is above the atmosphere of whatever object you're orbiting, it will never experience drag and therefore remain consistent. So, for bodies in the Kerbal system, I think it's canonically called Kerbal. If you're above the atmosphere, say the moon, right? The moon doesn't have an atmosphere, but if it did and you were above it, then you would be in orbit. Also, if you were to be in an orbit, which I would recommend 8 to 10,000 meters or higher, if you were above that, then you would be in orbit. We're going to get into orbit there, and there's a second moon of Kerbin. Earth only has one moon, the moon, and Kerbin has two moons, the Mun and Minmus. And there are also other planets in the Kerbal system. There's Eve, the equivalent to Venus, Moho, the equivalent to Mercury, Duna, the very strong equivalent to Mars, Dress, which is essentially a dwarf planet in there. I don't know. There's not really a real-world equivalent other than, like, Ceres or something. Jool, which is the equivalent of the gas giant, specifically Jupiter, and Eeloo, which is the equivalent to Pluto. I mean, look at the relationship between the orbits of Jool and Eeloo. One would think that Eeloo was ejected into this orbit because of Jool's gravity millions of years ago or sooner. One would think that. One being me. I think that. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who thinks that. Anyway. Time to undergo our science. Can we fix this? No, we cannot. Okay. Oh, wait, can we, No, we can't do any more science, you idiot. Anyway, now that we're in orbit, we can go into any biome along the equator. So, I have an idea for a biome. You see this right here? You see this little area? This is called a maneuver node, by the way. It effectively allows you to make calls. We're going to go ahead and say we're going to land in that biome right there. And then alright, let's do it. Let's do it, alright, let's land there. How about? We could also land at the poles eventually. Don't know how we're going to get recovered from landing at the poles. That's really the space program's problem. Okay, whatever. Okay. We're gonna let atmospheric reentry do most of the work for us. And there we go. We have the science, right? Yes, okay. Log pressure data, resets, crew reports, sets, EVA reports above what? Above the highlands. Okay, keep experiments, board the experiments, collect all data. EVA over the desert, please. Whatever. I want EVA over the deserts. EVA reports. Nope. Okay, we have to be in the desert by now. Surely. Yes. 8 science. Board. Collect all. Yay, all items stored. Okay, we have 3 data. Oh no, we're not going to be able to go. No. Okay, hopefully. Hopefully. Now this is like reentry heating from orbit, so we're going to survive, but it's going to be a close call, I think. Well, not really. Not really a close call, I suppose. Yeah, I think we're going to be in the water. Or not. Oh, please say we're going to land here. Oh, come on. I should probably not be fast forwarding time while... Okay. It's gonna be close. I think we'll make it to the beach. At least. No. No! No! Fuck. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Desert, well, the biomes have different science. It's like going to different places, and like that. The desert is a bit difficult to get to, obviously, but the ocean is really easy to get to, obviously. So yeah. Oh wow, that was a lot of G-forces for a second. Okay then. We're gonna do the science of the ocean now. Nice. So close. Here we go. Time to log the temperature, keep experiment, log the temperature, keep experiment, log pressure data, keep experiment, log pressure data, keep experiment. Observe mystery goo. twice. Experiments. Collect all. Crew reports. Experiments. Collect all. EVA. Will the EVA report be different? Yes, it will. Collect all. Recover vessel. There we go. Hello. How you doing? All right, all right. Oh, look at that. We have 84 science now. Ain't that beautiful? You love to see it. Really do, honestly. Gonna bring a tear to my eye. But tears are for the weak. And we have things to do. Don't mind that noise. We want miniaturization because it gives us docking. And we're gonna do something real quick. I'm not insane. Hear me out. Wait. Conduct material study. 7.5 science. All right. We got a bit of science. We didn't perform material study while we were resting on the surface yet. Now we did do that. And now we have 90 science. Now we can do something that I love. Research for the Clampatron. Next, we're going to want to go for this area because we don't have solar energy now. Next, we're going to want to go for solar energy, which is basically unlimited for us because we have a fucking star. But essentially, we are going to have one of these here. Go to structural for aerodynamic purposes. This is not meant to come back with us. This is meant to be our first... I was going to say station, but we don't have the resources. So this is meant to be our first... kind of the first space station. Kinda. Technically. Sort of. I think. Okay, whatever. These are going to be the docking ports. And here we're going to have an engine. That is the wrong engine. Here we're going to have an engine. And then we're going to have coupling. And then we're going to have multiple engines. That is not okay. I'm focused. Shut up. Should be enough to get us into orbit, I think. You know, actually, if we burn this engine, then this is something in the game, by the way. I found out that if you burn the engine, then your craft takes the thermal energy from the engine and uses it and turns it into electricity. That's quite interesting. So we're gonna want to have some batteries at the bottom. Or even around here, so that we don't immediately run out of power. And then we're going to want to... I don't know if that was a different engine or not, but I don't care at the same time. This is something that we will And here is where I don't have struts yet. Oh no. Come on. It's, oh no. Oh no. Here we go. This is where it all goes downhill. This is not a structurally secure craft. This is going to fall hard and hit the ground hard. This is going to be beautiful to watch. Anyway, we reached orbit, so even if this fails, we have succeeded. And that makes sense. You could quote me on that. That makes sense. Untitled spacecraft has no operational SAS modules and no pilots on board, cannot engage SAS. Fuck. Okay, we could actually go really far. Hold on. What the hell is going on here? Oh my god. Wait for it. Oh wow, we're going really far. Oh. Oh my god. What the actual fuck? Well done. That that happened. Well, what? We are on an escape trajectory. Keep in mind. All right. We're on one of those. Don't quite fully understand what is happening here. Apparently we had enough Delta V to go closer to the sun, almost as close to Kerbal as Moho, essentially Mercury. I don't know how we were able to do that. I don't know why we're able to do that, but we did it, and we're on our way. So you know what? I'm gonna put the craft on hibernation mode so it does not use any electricity. And we're gonna forget that all of that just happened. We're leaving Kerbin for the frontiers of the cosmos. There goes the moon. We passed the moon. And there's go Minmus. What? Okay. Yes. Yes. Anyway, how's you guys' day? We may not have any control over our craft, but we can see where it's going. And it's going very close to Kerbal. That is a large object. Never mind, it's not that close. I know. I'll walk her in a second. Oh my god. Okay. And now the spacecraft is very close to the sun. Okay, well that is a thing. We have a lot of power. Whatever. Ignoring that whatever happened there. That is the end of the stream. So, if you guys enjoy, be sure to like, comment, and this isn't a video, so you can't comment. Say something funny in chat, like this. Funny. Yeah, there's funny. All right, that's ending the stream. I don't care about